We've walked, we've skipped, we've rolled, and some of us even danced. From Juneau to Reno, from Sweetwater to Sugarland, we have walked all over America. Every mile we've crossed has gotten us one step closer to ending epilepsy. Today, we're celebrating each of those miles. We're honoring every story we've heard, and we're grateful for every dollar that's been donated. But we're just getting started. This journey, our journey, is far from over. Together, we can keep moving forward, keep dreaming of a better tomorrow, and we can end epilepsy.
Welcome to the 2021 Walk to End Epilepsy closing ceremony. To kick us off, please welcome the Epilepsy Foundation President and CEO, Laura Thrall.
Hi, on behalf of all of us at the Epilepsy Foundation, thank you for participating in our 2.6 million mile challenge. While the official walk is now complete, you can still log miles and fundraise. Now, the $2.6 million mile challenge has been a great way to activate and encourage our participants to walk in their local community, hitting the streets, trails, and treadmills, to walk 100 miles a week or just a mile a day. Whatever kind of walking you do, the important thing is that everyone's been logging their miles to help us achieve our goal. And now for a little bit about that goal. As you know, we're trying to raise $1 million in the 2.6 million mile challenge. Well, we've got 4,800 people across the country participating. And as of today, we've raised over, wait for it, $900,000. And we're very confident that by the time we close the books on this event, we will have hit our goal of $1 million. Well, thank you all, because we couldn't have done it without you and all the miles that you've walked. But even though the challenge has taken place over the last 30 days, it's really important to stay connected with the epilepsy community and engage with the Epilepsy Foundation throughout the year. Here at the Foundation, we are constantly striving to improve the lives of people with epilepsy, from our seizure safety trainings to our legislative advocacy, public health initiatives, supporting critical research, and driving new treatments. The Epilepsy Foundation is here 24/7 for people with epilepsy, caregivers, clinicians, researchers, and the broader public. But we can only do it with the support of all of you, the great support that you've given to the 2.6 million mile challenge. And now I'm really excited to reintroduce you to Nonchalant, a rapper, songwriter, DJ, and epilepsy advocate who also hosted our opening ceremonies. But before I do, I want to make sure that you listen carefully to the closing ceremonies, because we're about to make a very exciting announcement about something we're doing for the epilepsy community next May. We really want you to participate and be there, so listen close. And now, Nonchalant.
Hey everybody, I'm your MC Nonchalant, and it is so great to be back with you for the closing ceremony celebration. If you joined us for our opening ceremony, you know how important this cause is to me. It's because of this guy right here. Can you see him? You see him yelling at me? Yep, he's saying right now, epilepsy sucks. This is my nephew, Christopher. We actually just celebrated his birthday 2 days ago. He passed away from a seizure in his sleep just 2 weeks after his graduation. Now, like so many, I know that hit me hard, really, really hard. And it's actually hard to be here today with you. But then I looked at the numbers. Remembered the cause. I remembered his voice. And he said, you can do this. He said, remember, Fuzzy, that's what he calls me. He said, epilepsy sucks. I said, yes, Chris, it does. So we're here together today. I'm so excited. If you're joining us for the first time today, welcome, 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 and thank you. Today, I'm so excited to see how far everybody has walked and to see what the money is. How much money have we raised? Remember, we had a huge goal, 2.6 million miles. We wanted to walk over that, and we wanted to raise over $1 million, and we only had a few months to do it. That might seem like a lot, but I believe in all of our walkers. I know these guys. I know you all. I know how passionate you all are, and I know how important the cause is to each and every one of you. And guess what? Guess what? We are only, this just came in, $4,000 away from hitting $1 million. Woo! Can Can you believe that? $4,000 away? We can do this. During the celebration, look, this is what we need. We were wondering if all of our participants could help us out, get us across that finish line. Share your donation page on Facebook. Send another email. Follow up with those you know that haven't really donated or might want to donate just a little bit more. Let's hit that $1 million mark before we end the celebration. I know we can do this. $4,000, guys, that's all we got. That's it. We got to do this. Okay, now, we're not just here to talk about the numbers. No way. We have a celebration to do. I mean, look, obviously, we have more to celebrate than we even thought. And believe you me, we're going to do it. So we're celebrating our milestones. We're celebrating our caregivers who do so much and give so much. We're celebrating the strength of our loved ones who live with epilepsy, and we're celebrating the lives of the ones we've lost to epilepsy. That's because today is about more than just the past few months. It's about celebrating everything we do to spread epilepsy awareness and to bring an end to epilepsy for good, because that's what we want. And you know what? I know we can do that. We can make that happen together. To help us get this party started, let's look at some of our favorite submissions from the Signature Walk social media challenge you all sent in this past month. Who do you think did it best? Let's take a look. Let's see. Those were awesome. I loved them all. We had to choose two. I loved them all. I couldn't choose. But our top two submissions were Cameron Puebla and Jennifer Quells. Congratulations, you guys. Those guys had great walks. I love them. I love the dogs and the cats and stuff. But congratulations. Another round of applause for them. All right. We loved your creativity. We got a lot more of that coming. Now, let's take a moment to hear from one of our very special nationwide presenting sponsors, Greenwich Biosciences.
Hello everyone, my name is Barb Hannick, Patient Advocacy Manager with Greenwich Biosciences, and I'm honored to be speaking with you today on behalf of our entire team. As a nationwide presenting sponsor for the Epilepsy Foundation's 2.6 million mile challenge, Greenwich Biosciences would like to thank you and your families for walking and raising your voice to end epilepsy. Our team at Greenwich Biosciences is proud to be in this fight with you, to raise awareness, take action, and continue the fight to end epilepsy. To learn more on how we support the community, check out our partner page on walktoendepilepsy.org. Thanks again for participating in the Walk to End Epilepsy. Your support truly helps so many continue the fight to end epilepsy.
All right. Who's ready for a little fun? Just like in our opening ceremony, I want to see who really knows their stuff. It's time for a little trivia. If you're watching in full screen view on your live event site, we invite you to exit the full screen view and look below the video to see the questions and clickable answers. Choose your answer and then hit submit. If you're joining us via Facebook or YouTube, sit back and watch how some of your fellow participants do. Okay. We have some walk-themed questions. You guys ready? All right, here we go. When did Michael Jackson debut his famous moonwalk? Was it 1983, 1997, or 2000? Where are my music fans? Okay, 1997. It actually was 1983. Right. All right. Okay, get ready for the next one. Question 2. Who wrote the famous song, Walk This Way? Walk this way, talk this way. Was it Pearl Jam, Van Halen, or Aerosmith? Ah, yeah, Aerosmith. Walk this way. You say it. I know you all. Okay, we won't go there. All right, question 3. What does it mean to walk like an Egyptian? Is it a dance, a skip, or dress up like a mummy? Ah, we got some music fans. A dance, absolutely. Nice job. I got a little bit worried about that last one, but you guys nailed it. All right. Now, this is a smart group, but do you think you have what it takes for our next challenge? Ah, that's right. Let's see if you can name that walk. You'll see a famous walk in our next segment. Challenge your friends, your family, or whoever you're tuning in with right now and see if you all can name that walk. No need to put your answers in for this one. You could just yell it out in the room. Let's go. All right. What is the legendary walk and who made this famous? Ah, that's right, the moonwalk. Ah, very good, very good. All right, next video, let's see. All right, what is this legendary walk and who made it famous? That's right, Abbey Road, the Beatles. We got some Beatles fans, all right, okay, all right. I hear you guys yelling out the right answers. Okay, let's see if this next one, let's see what we got, let's see. Okay, who completed this famous walk and in what year? I'm not gonna help you. Ah, Neil Armstrong, 1969. Yep. Somebody plays a lot of Jeopardy. Yeah. Okay, all right, here we go. The next one, our last question. Where is this famous walk? You see the stars on the ground. Right, Hollywood. Yes. Did you guys get them all? Ah, don't worry about it. If you didn't, don't worry. We're going to play again later on in the show, so pay attention. Now, let's turn to an important message from one of our sponsors.
I'm honored to be at this event with all of you today supporting an organization that is so committed to the epilepsy community. It's been a challenging year as we all navigate these unusual circumstances, but we are more inspired than ever by your resilience. SK Life Science is a company focused on developing treatments for central nervous system disorders, including epilepsy. We are passionate about improving the lives of people with epilepsy, and we know that together we can make an even greater impact. While there is still work ahead of us, we remain dedicated for fighting until we see the end of epilepsy. Please stay safe, enjoy the event, and we hope to see you all soon again. Thank you.
Now, to share his own epilepsy story and, of course, his gratitude for everyone who's walked is Epilepsy Foundation Board Chair, Brad Boyer.
Hi, my name is Brad Boyer. I'm the board chair of the Epilepsy Foundation of America. On behalf of myself and my 21 other national board members who live around the country, I want to thank you so much for your amazing support of the Epilepsy Foundation and our epilepsy community in connection with the Walk to End Epilepsy. It is amazing to see all these great people out there talking about epilepsy, something that's not talked about enough. As we frequently know, even though 1 of 26 people will have epilepsy within their lifetime, or 1 in 10 will have a seizure within their lifetime, not enough people know about epilepsy. Not enough people know about the stigma and the myths and the discrimination that those in our community suffer on a daily basis. So your efforts today is just one step, a very important step, in making the lives of those impacted by epilepsy better. We thank you so much for your time and your support and encourage you to stay involved. Both our board and our staff and our network around the country is so thankful for anybody that will provide meaningful activities, meaningful effort, meaningful help to better our cause, because there are real people involved that have epilepsy and suffer from seizures on a daily basis. And we are here, both the staff and the board and our network, fighting every day to make lives of those individuals better. And we hope you will continue to join us.
Now, let's hear a word from our only neuromodulation device sponsor, VNS Therapy by LivaNova.
Hi everyone, my name is Lauren Yanis and I'm here with VNS Therapy by LivaNova. I want to send a huge congratulations to all the walkers, bikers, and teams of participants and in your contribution to reaching the 2.6 million mile challenge. That is a huge accomplishment. Congratulations. LivaNova is proud to be a nationwide signature sponsor of the National Epilepsy Foundation's Walk to End Epilepsy series. Not only is LivaNova committed and dedicated to supporting the epilepsy community, but also bring awareness to drug-resistant epilepsy and how VNS therapy might play a role in someone's journey. To learn more about VNS therapy, please visit www.vnstherapy.com.
All right, we're back and we're ready with another, sorry about that. We're ready with another Name That Walk challenge. Okay, guys, how did you do on the last one? Don't worry, we got another one. Think you got this one? Okay, let's see. Roll the video. Let's see. Come on, you got to do this in the living room. Whose signature walk is this? I can't really, okay, forget it. MC Hammer, right, MC Hammer. Okay. Next one. What is this walk and who made it famous? Okay, all my Friday night videos, I know you know this. That's right. Walk like an Egyptian, the Bengals. Yeah, one of my favorites. Okay, let's see. Next one. Where in what movie does this famous walk take place? I mean, how could you not? The Yellow Brick Road, The Wizard of Oz, of course. All right. Okay, now, whose famous walk is this? Waiting for me to spin it. Right, Charlie Chaplin. Are you guys competitive at home? Are you all yelling these out? I'm just yelling. Okay, all right. I told you those would be harder, but don't worry, you'll have a chance to do this one more time in the show. All right, right now, let's hear from another one of our sponsors.
In this next video, sponsored by ASI, let's hear Dara Howard, model and entrepreneur, read a letter to her younger self.
Hey Dara, so you just had your first seizure. Don't freak out. Everything is going to be okay with you. I'm going to fill you in. You were at school, you had the seizure in the snack line, and now you're at the hospital. It's going to literally take you a week to recover fully. Then you won't have a seizure for a year. But when you do, you're going to go into status epilepticus. I know that sounds a bit scary or unfamiliar, which is unfamiliar to you. And you're going to be diagnosed with epilepsy from this point on. Don't let your diagnosis make you feel bad or that you're not normal, because you are. Just that your normal is a little bit different now. Your normal consists of taking medicine, epilepsy medicine, and going to a neurologist now. So look at it as a way of controlling your seizures and take control of that. Your parents, they are afraid to death. So by them being afraid to death, you need to help them get resources for you. You need to help them join support groups. You need to join a support group. You need to tell them to get the best neurologist. You need to tell them to look at the medications that you're taking before you have to do so many trial and errors with medications. know what you're on. They need to know what you're on. And have epilepsy as an open dialogue in your house so it's not taboo when you grow up. You know, they're going to be your biggest support. They're going to be there when you need them. So you might as well start now at 9. And just know that you are fearless and you can literally do anything. And this epilepsy journey is going to shape you and mold you into a great activist for the community. And you're going to be able to tell your journey and help others.
Wow. Thank you, Dara. That was so powerful. You know, like Dara, I know that a lot of us would like to be able to go back and talk to our younger selves. Even if you don't have epilepsy, maybe you're a caregiver, maybe you know someone with epilepsy. If you could tell your younger self just one thing, what would it be? Take a moment and think about it. You have it? Well, let's share it. Just like we did with the trivia, if you're watching in full screen on our live event site, exit the full screen view and look below this video. Submit your thoughts and hit enter. Let's see what everyone would say. Think about it. You're talking to your younger self, so you really want to drop some knowledge right now. We'll be back in a few minutes to see what you all have to say. Right now, let's hear from 2 people who are redefining what it means to have epilepsy. Here to share their own experiences are international fashion and beauty entrepreneur Camila Coehlo and professional golfer Kenzie O'Connell. That felt good.
So my advice for anyone watching this that are having fears and any different type of fears by having epilepsy is love yourself, believe in yourself, and accept that everyone in the world has a different challenge. Maybe that is yours, that is mine, but believe and keep having dreams, big dreams, as I did. Today, I get to do what I love. I have traveled the world. I run 2 brands, and it's something that one day I never imagined I could because I had epilepsy, but I was able to. So don't have fears, dream big, and believe in yourself.
When people are diagnosed with epilepsy at whatever age, they may feel like they're stuck, and so this is a way for me to maybe motivate others that may feel like they're stuck. So I walk because I want to motivate other people with epilepsy.
Thanks, Kenzie and Camila. What you've just shared was hard-earned, a lesson in patience, persistence, and grace. Something I think we'd all like to understand as early as possible. Speaking of which, let's see what you all had to say to your younger selves. If you could talk to your younger self, what would you say? Love yourself. Be strong. You're okay. Seizures don't define you. Growth. You're more than just epilepsy. Wow, I know that's right. Yes, absolutely. Don't be afraid. Never give up. Resilience. Faith. These are pretty powerful. I could read these all day long. I think the most important thing to remind ourselves at any age is there's always hope. There's always hope. There's always a chance for a better future. Whether we live with epilepsy or care for someone who does, it's a big part of our lives. But epilepsy doesn't limit us. In fact, it can empower us. You'll see what I mean right now.
Next, let's hear from our nonprofit partner and sponsor, Danny Did Foundation, which is leading the fight to prevent deaths caused by seizures.
Danny Stanton spent many days on this field, but just before his 5th birthday, he had a seizure and died from sudden unexpected death and epilepsy. We started the Danny Did Foundation as a promise to Danny to protect other families who face seizures. Keeping that promise would make our son happy.
Connect with us at DannyDid.org to learn more and to donate.
And enjoy your life, just like Danny did.
Now, please join us as we honor all our loved ones we lost to epilepsy.
It's so important to look back with love and gratitude for the time with those who are no longer here. Their stories, their memories, are why we're so passionate about ending epilepsy. It's because of them that we are all here today. And here to share her personal epilepsy story in our next video is Kaylee Rayala.
I did my first walk about 7 years ago, and I've been doing it ever since. I raised money for future treatments, advancements, and all that the Epilepsy Foundation does. They truly are so wonderful. I learned a lot about different kinds of seizures and how I can be a help to others and teach people in my community about epilepsy, because not many people know about it, and there's such a stigma around it. So I want to make a difference and help. So thanks to the Epilepsy Foundation, now I do that. It was great going to my first walk, seeing people that were just like me, all the purple, and I had my family there to support me. They are my support system. I also have my dogs, Griffin and Rezabel, and they help me on days I feel down or anxious. I was diagnosed at age 5. That's when I had my first seizure, and now I'm 29. I just want to say, we are warriors. We're truly warriors. We go through so much, and we fight, and we are so tough. We're literally superheroes. So don't ever feel bad about that you have epilepsy, because we are amazing, and we do this together. And help spread in your community about epilepsy, because it's so important. And also, never give up hope.
You know, we're doing walks all over America, but so many of you have come together as a team, as friends, as family. Everyone has brought something unique to each group, whether it's their amazing fundraising or ability to run and walk for miles or just a positive attitude. We want to know about it. We want to know, we want to get to know you. So we have a segment called Who's Most Likely? So just like we did last time, if you're watching in full screen on our live event site, exit the full screen view and look below the video. Submit your answer for each most likely I call out and hit send. Remember, if you don't watch, you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, you can just sit back and watch how your fellow walkers are doing. All right, I'm about to yell these out. You ready? Okay, here we go. Who's most likely to raise the most donations? A few people come to mind when I think about this. A few people I know can go and get that money really quick and get those numbers up. All right, you got the names? Okay, next one. Who's most likely to walk the most miles? Now, I know I walk a lot of miles, but Calvin comes to mind. Definitely, Calvin probably walk way more miles than I will. Okay. All right, now, next one. Who's most likely to dance across the finish line? Now, that would definitely be me. That would definitely be me, and I'll probably have to share that finish line with a couple of people, yeah. You guys got it? Okay. Okay, yeah. Okay, so here we go. Who's most likely to raise the most? Nicole Murray. Jessica Veach, Andrew. Brenda, family and friends, moms. Epilepsy fighters, I like that one. Okay. Who's most likely to walk the most miles? Mark and Kim, Carrie, Tanya, another Tanya. Myself and my husband, Jonathan, my brother. All right. Ashton. Again, Andrew. Okay. Carrie Hill. Shout out to everybody. Okay. All right. Next one. Who's most likely to dance across the finish line? Definitely me. Like I said, another Tanya. Chris Brown. Chris Brown. Shout out to Chris Brown. Hillary. Sam. Jonathan Phillips. Totally Andrew. These are all my dancers. We're all dancing together. Sarah F., Karen, Hayden. All right. Oh, man, that was awesome. See, I knew this group was a little competitive, but I can see you guys are really the competitive now. Competition is something that our next two speakers know a little bit about. They also know what it's like to see a loved one live with epilepsy. Here are professional bowler EJ Tackett and Baltimore Ravens cornerback Iman Marshall to share their epilepsy stories.
To my brother, I'm never going to give up. I'm going to continue to try to raise as much funds as possible to try to help you and everyone else that's dealing with epilepsy every single day. I know it's hard. You've had to overcome a lot of things to combat what you have to deal with. I know it's not easy, but you've showed me perseverance and hard work to better yourself and take care of yourself. And I'm going to try to do the same to the best of my abilities. I'll keep working as hard as I can to find a cure for epilepsy.
I just want to tell you, brother, I love you, and I'm always be here for you. I'm always love you unconditionally. You taught me the true love, true meaning of love, really, like without the ability to speak, without the verbal communication of it. And we think verbal communication is the only expression we know. And sometimes it's not that. It's the presence of an individual that really shows you how they feel. And that's what you taught me. You taught me a different way of loving, and a different way of caring, and a different way of appreciating myself, those around me, and how to treat people. And that's the most important thing I want to tell you, that I love you and I appreciate you, and thank you for everything that you taught me.
Thank you both for sharing your incredible stories. It's not easy seeing a loved one fight epilepsy, but I'm sure both your brothers know you're right there every step of the way. All right, who's ready for a break? I know I am, so let's do it. Whether you're shaking or dancing or high-fiving, follow along with this next video if you can. Okay, who's ready to get back to the show? After that, I know I am. I love that video. I love it. I can watch it every day. All right, now, let's talk about our goals. Now, we set some pretty big ones. Remember, 2.6 million miles and $1 million. As of the beginning of the ceremony, we were only $4,000 away from our goal. $4,000. Did you get that? $4,000. Let's take a look and see where we are so far. Ooh, do you see that? $338,000 raised. We are so close. You guys are amazing. I got to give you this. I got to give you this. Okay, so you can see we hit our mile goal. We hit our mile goal, and we are so close to raising $1 million. You know what to do. Get out there. Spread the word about epilepsy and let people know how they can help make a difference just by donating. Let's try to hit this $1 million goal by the end of this celebration. Let's do that. We can do that. Can't we do that? We can do that. All right. Now, I know we've made some amazing strides to end epilepsy for good. Absolutely. And here to share some of the steps that are being made right now is the Chief Scientific Officer for the Epilepsy Foundation, Dr. Jackie French.
Wow. So you guys really did it for us. You raised the money that we need in order to make the future a better place through research. I want you to realize what you've done. These dollars that you've raised are going to help us develop new therapies, develop new technologies, develop new digital platforms that are going to make the world a better place for people with epilepsy. I have been in the field for 30 years, and there has never been a day where we have looked at more opportunity for every single person out there, whether they have childhood epilepsy, adult epilepsy, whether they have rare seizures, whether they have frequent seizures. We really see growth in every single area, and the Epilepsy Foundation, with your help, not only to raise money, but also to provide your journey, to help us in other ways, is really going to make a better future for people with epilepsy. Again, I cannot thank you enough.
Thank you so much, Dr. French. That is amazing and definitely something to celebrate. One thing you can always count on is the power of positive change. And here to share how everyone can create change, welcome back Baltimore Ravens cornerback Iman Marshall, international fashion beauty entrepreneur Camila Coehlo.
I'm not a person that's very outgoing and speaking on behalf of personal issues, but I feel like it was necessary for myself to speak in regards to the issue because it was something that I battled with early on in my life. It's something that I kept away from people, and I feel like now it's time for me to be vocal and understand that it's okay. It's okay to be open and let people know that we're all human, and love from the individuals, love all the individuals that you have in your life and appreciate those. And if you can speak on their issues when they can't speak for themselves, that's even more valuable.
I remember having hundreds and hundreds of conversations with all of these people that reacted back and shared their own journeys with me. And especially the ones who actually shared in their social medias. And I remember some people had 100 followers, and I was so happy because no matter how big or small your social is, it's like your friend circle is as well. Whatever you put out there, you're going to get a reaction. And that person, maybe if only 10 people see it, they might pass it on. So the word gets out. So don't think about, oh, it won't make a difference because I only have a few followers. You will make a difference and you will make an impact. So at the end, you see the world changing. You see the stigma going away and you feel, yes, I was part of it. So how big or small your social is, speak up and share your story. I'm sure you're going to get amazing feedback and it will make a difference together.
And now a sneak peek of the new message from SK Life Science, soon to debut on Connected TV. the world's fastest growing television viewing platform.
The Epilepsy Foundation does not recommend or endorse particular products, treatments, services, or diagnoses, whether specifically or generally, and professional advice should be sought in relation to all health and treatment decisions.
Matt's like a lot of people with partial onset seizures. Despite trying multiple epilepsy medications, his seizures continued. But he's a fighter, and now he's fighting for the possibility of control over his seizures. Xcopri is a prescription medicine used to treat partial onset seizures in adults. Xcopri helped reduce the frequency of some people's seizures by as much as 55% versus 24% with placebo. Do not take Xcopri if you are allergic to cenobamate or other ingredients in Xcopri or have familial short QT syndrome. Xcopri can cause serious or life-threatening skin rash or other serious allergic reactions, which may affect organs and other parts of your body, like blood cells. Xcopri may cause suicidal thoughts or actions. Xcopri may slow your thinking and motor skills and may affect your vision. Do not drive, operate machinery, or do other dangerous activities until you know how Xcopri affects you. These are not all the possible side effects of Xcopri. Are you ready to fight for the possibility of seizure control? Talk with your doctor about adding Xcopri.
The Epilepsy Foundation does not recommend or endorse particular products, treatments, services, or diagnoses, whether specifically or generally, and professional advice should be sought in relation to all health and treatment decisions.
All right, who's ready to keep this celebration going? Let's switch gears and take a few minutes to celebrate our top 10 corporate teams. Top 10 corporate teams, woo! These amazing teams have helped us get that much closer to our $1 million goal. Here they are. All right, corporate teams. Spike and Wave, $12,000, over $12,000. Team Tyler Thompson, over $6,000. UCB, Tackle Epilepsy, Epilepsy Advocates, over $5,000. ASI, over $4,000. Sorry. No Mo Seizures, over $3,000. Team Supernuts, over $1,000. EQ at the Exchange, over $1,000. PCH BNI Brainwaves, over $1,000. Easy Science, over $1,000. And Borrow at Your Own Pace, over $1,000. Let's make some noise for these teams. Woo! Okay. Yes. Okay, we also want to recognize our winners of the Corporate Champions Cup Challenge. The Corporate Cup Challenge is given out to the top pharmaceutical or device corporate teams. So let's take a look at them. Top 10. Oh, top 2. Ooh, top 2. All right. Shout out to UCB, Tackle Epilepsy, Epilepsy Advocates, and ASI. Congratulations to those two. Woo! All right. Now, I know that seeing these top 10 corporate teams brought out the competitive side in everyone watching at home. So, who's ready for another Name That Walk segment? Let's get it. All right. Now, where did this famous fashion show blooper take place? It's hard to watch without laughing. Okay. Yes. The catwalk, that poor girl, oh man, her ankles, oh my goodness. Okay, next one. What kind of creature may be found doing this famous dance? Yes, a zombie. All right. Okay, our next one. What sketch is this famous walk from? The Mighty Python. Are you guys getting these? I'm gonna make this last one a little bit harder. All right, let's go. Let's see. Who made this famous tightrope walk between the Twin Towers in 1974? Let's see what you know. Who's saying it? Philippe Petit? Ah, phew, you got that out there. I didn't know that was new. That was new. That was great. That was a good one. All right, how we do? All right, now, I know you guys are keeping score at home. You have to. I know you are. Okay, look. No matter if you're living with epilepsy or know someone who is, we all remember that moment epilepsy changed our lives forever. Welcome back, Kinsey O'Connell, and Camila Coehlo, and EJ Tackett.
When I got diagnosed at 21, I knew nothing about epilepsy. It hit me like a ton of bricks. And at first, I threw kind of a pity party for myself, and I wasn't 100% sure what to do, and kind of spun me around like crazy in a way that I didn't really know what way was up and what way was down in my life.
When I had my first seizure, I remember listening to my mom's voice and I couldn't respond to her. And that was what made me the most worried that day and what kind of traumatized me. The worry of having my family watch me have a seizure was there. And that was the main thing I felt being diagnosed with epilepsy at age 9. I didn't want my family to suffer from it.
My brother got diagnosed with epilepsy when he was about 13, I believe. You know, I remember very distinctly the first time that I was around him when he did have a seizure, and it was honestly one of the scariest moments of my life. We were actually on the golf course, and we're on hole 10, and we get on the green, and he starts having a seizure. And luckily, the way the golf course is designed, hole number 4 is right next to hole 10. My dad happened to be on hole 4 green, literally 100 yards away. Very thankful that my dad was right there, because if he wasn't, I'm not sure what would have happened, because I had no idea what to do. And after that day, I did some research. I talked to my parents, and I talked to some people, you know, figuring out what do I need to do to make sure that he stays safe if this situation happens again.
And then once I was done having a pity party for myself, I kind of pulled myself out of the dumps and said I really wanted to help other people, because I was in a position to do so, and I feel like there's a lot of people that aren't in a position to do so. So I walk because I am in a position to help people.
So many of us are here today in support of someone with epilepsy, but we don't just show up today. We show up every day. I'm talking about our caregivers. Now, when I say the word caregiver, what does that mean to you? Take a moment, think about it, because I want you to share that with us. Just like we did before, if you're watching in the full screen view on your live event site, exit the full screen and look below the video. Then type in your responses. Hit send. We'll share your answers together. Remember, if you're watching at Facebook or YouTube, you can just sit back and see how your fellow walkers are doing. Trust, love, support, all of those things come to mind when I think about caregivers. They give so much. You all give so much of yourselves every day, all day. Wow. All right, what is caregivers? They're populating. Someone who loves you to ensure you're safe. Family and friends. Selflessness, absolutely. Compassion. A supporter. Those that take care of those with epilepsy. Understanding. Oh, yes, friends and family. Love with a hug. Guardian angels. Guys, these are so good. Absolutely. Dan, my wife, amazing. Protect, a hero. Love, absolutely. Love, 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 love. Oh, these are great. Unconditional love, support, safety first. Understanding, generous. Caregivers mean so much to so many different people. They do so many different things. I'm so excited to see what caregivers mean to you all. To me, a caregiver is everything that you just said. It's just someone that's always there, that I know that will be there and can count on, and that will just make you feel safe. Wow. That just, I mean, I don't know about you, that just touched my heart so much, because I know what you guys go through every day. It's a really hard job. Okay. I know we all know what caregivers are, and I want to say a special shout out to some caregivers that we don't think about. During our live walk, we have pets. Think about the caregiver pets, the dogs, the cats. They're caregivers that just sit at the bottom of the beds and let you know that when that person isn't feeling well, they'll snuggle up next to you. So I have to give a shout out to those pets that are caregivers as well. Those fuzzy ones, absolutely. I love you guys too. All righty. We got some information coming in. Hold on, people are getting excited. You guys can't see this, but I mean, you guys are doing some amazing numbers and things are moving, so we're just getting stuff live. This is live, so excuse me for 1 second because I see stuff going on in the background and people are like, ugh. Okay, we're gonna go to a video right now from one of our sponsors. We'll be right back.
This is for the caregivers, the hope bringers, the help lenders, the safekeepers. This is for those who have taken a job for which they have never applied, but apply themselves deeply every day. This is for those dedicated to being there whenever they're needed. At the doctor, with a ride, in a pinch, and by our side. Anywhere, you're there. On the other side of every seizure, with a hand, a word, a plan, a shoulder. You shoulder quite a lot, and you do it with grace, with humor, with joy, with passion, compassion, and calm. Giving takes care. It can be messy and stressful and very rarely restful, yet you give your best. So thank you. Thank you, Mom and Dad and spouse and friend and child and partner, every one of you. Caregivers, this is an ode to you, because truly, so much is owed to you.
I want to say a special thank you to all the caregivers joining us today. Whether you realize it or not, you are such an important and special part of the epilepsy community. Let's give them a huge round of applause. Come on, everybody. Woo! Thank you all so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Here is something else to clap about. Our top 10 individual fundraisers and top overall teams for the 2021 walk season. They're coming up. These people went out of their way on their own to make this happen. Here they are. Top 10. All right. Julie Newcomer, over $17,000. Wendy Browning, over $11,000. Jessica Veach, over $10,000. Jonathan Phillips, over $9,000. Team Tyler Thompson, over $6,000. Sherry Hammond, $5,000, over $5,000. Ella Moorer, over $5,000. Team Super T, over $4,000. And Kaylee Rayala, over $4,000. And Colleen Bennett, over $4,000. Woo! Let's give them a top 10. Top 10. Yes. Thank you so much. Your efforts mean so much to me. Let's have another round of applause. I mean, you know what that means about top 10? That's a lot of work. That's a lot of money and a lot of work. Now, let's hear from our very special sponsors. Oh, wait a minute. We got to go to our fundraisers. Hold on. Slow down. They want to go to the sponsors. I got to get to the top 10 fundraisers. Okay. Team Tootie, over $21,000. Team T Money, over $21,000. Spike and Wave, over $12,000. AC, over $11,000. John Epilepsy Awareness Team, over $10,000. Epilepsy Awareness Ambassadors, over $10,000. Team Brainwaves, over $10,000. Team Jess, over $10,000. Team Jax, over $9,000. And Leo's Lions, over $8,000. Do you know what that means? These are thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Your efforts mean so much. You guys rock. Okay, now we can go to our lovely sponsors. Thanks.
This next video is brought to you by UCB, a Walk to End Epilepsy sponsor for over a decade. Let's hear from UCB's epilepsy advocates as they tackle epilepsy misconceptions in this second installment of Hashtags.
People with epilepsy aren't that smart because the epilepsy messes with their brains. Well, the epilepsy does mess with the brain, but I'm not sure that the person with the epilepsy is the one who's not so smart in this situation.
I don't get the big fuss about epilepsy. It's a rare disease that doesn't affect very many people anyway. If you mean by not very many people being 3 million in the US and 50 million worldwide, then yeah, you're right, it doesn't affect very many people.
Never leave somebody with epilepsy alone. They require round-the-clock care because you never know what's going to happen. I can tell you what's going to happen. I'm going to go home. I'm going to sit on my couch with my cat and stream a movie, and then I'm going to go to bed.
I really understand the plight of someone who has epilepsy. My dog has seizures, so I totally understand what these people are going through. Your dog has fur and a tail. I have neither, or at least the last time I checked.
Some people who claim to have epilepsy are just faking it. It's easy to fake since no one looks sick. Well, since epilepsy typically is an invisible illness, people typically don't look sick, but they aren't faking it.
When you see a person having a seizure, the first thing you should do is put a wallet in their mouth so they don't bite their tongue. No. How big is their mouth?
Don't even bother inviting someone with epilepsy to the movies or a concert. It's rude to ask them to come to something that causes seizures. I appreciate the concern, but it's rude if you don't invite us.
My daughter's friend with epilepsy is coming over for dinner tonight. What foods cause seizures? Don't want a lawsuit on my hands. Well, you definitely don't want to serve seizure salad.
Way to tackle those misconceptions, advocates. We need that. We need more of that, absolutely. Guess what? We have even more to celebrate. That's right. I'm talking about more top teams. Woo! These next groups work together to raise over $5,000. Let's take a look. All right, Team Tootie, Team T-Money, Spike and Wave, AC, John's Epilepsy Awareness Team, Epilepsy Awareness Ambassadors, Team Brainwaves, Team Jess, Team Jax Colson, Leo's Lions, Team Isles, Caitlin's Crew, Northern Nevada Epilepsy Community, Team Tyler Thompson, Hammond Epilepsy Research Advocates, UCB Tackle Epilepsy Advocates, Steph's Quest, Team Super T, Ashley Superheroes, Hawkeye Strong, Abby Superheroes, and Ella Strong. Woo! Let's make some noise for them. All right, we've got a few more All-Stars to celebrate. Here are the teams and individuals who raised over $10,000 to help end epilepsy. Woo! My goodness. Julie Newcomer, Team Tootie. Wendy Browning, AC. Jessica Veach, Team Brainwaves. Team Tootie. Team T-Money. Spike and Waves. AC. John's Epilepsy Awareness Team, Epilepsy Awareness Ambassadors. Team Brainwaves. Team Jess. Team Jess. I know for a fact that Team Jess got to these numbers just recently. She kept pushing. Shout out to Team Jess coming up in the end. That's what we need. We need to keep pushing, keep getting those numbers in. We got some excitement going on around here. I'm super excited. Oh my goodness. And some of these amazing fundraisers have a few words they would like to say to you, to say to everyone at home. Check this out.
Thank you for all my friends and family who have been a part of Team Brainwaves for the past 13 years. And thanks to all of you who are walking with us today and to help in the fight to end epilepsy.
I am walking to end epilepsy in honor and in memory of my daughter, Anne Catherine Browning, whose short but full life ended at 17, 1 week into her senior year of high school.
We walk to raise awareness and help find a cure.
We also walk for our warrior, Travis, and all the other epilepsy warriors out there. Go team, team money!
Go team money!
Yay!
I got to backtrack for 1 second. Team Isla. Big shout out to Team Isla. I said your name wrong. We need to know. You raised over $5,000. So big round of applause for Team Isla. You guys rock. You all are amazing. Sorry about that earlier. All right, now, thank you so much to everyone for all that you do. We wouldn't be here without you guys. Thank you. You took a lot of work. It took a lot of work, but you guys got it done. Okay, let's switch gears.
Now, let's check out this message from presenting sponsor Greenwich Biosciences, a leader in researching medicines for rare neurological diseases.
Every year, our family participates in the National Walk. It's our opportunity to give back to the Epilepsy Foundation community that has supported us through the years. We have been fortunate to participate in many events: Teen Speak Up and Public Policy Institute, Seizure Safe Schools Initiative, which we are hoping to see the bills pass across the country. These experiences have helped us to remain hopeful in the fight against epilepsy. From our family to yours, thank you.
Our family loves to participate in the Walk to End Epilepsy.
Our daughter Hillary has epilepsy, and we have made numerous friends and countless allies by participating in the events. We all have one common goal.
And that goal is to end epilepsy.
I started walking 10 years ago because of this young lady. That's my daughter Bella. I continue walking today because I want everybody to have the same thing that I have. Bella is now seizure-free for over 6 years. Thank you for walking.
We walk for justice.
Hi, I'm Justice, and I won't let seizures stop me.
This walk means everything. For our little boy Justice, who's 10 years old, who was born with cerebral palsy, who beat all the odds when they told us he would never walk, who now can run, when they told me he would never talk, but he can ride a motocross motorcycle. But now he has seizures. So what your walk is doing for him is giving him confidence and faith to know that someday there will be a cure and he can do everything. So thank you for the walk to end epilepsy, because it means everything.
Before we end the closing ceremony, who's ready for one more challenge? I'm talking about trivia time. Okay, here's our final round of questions. You know what to do by now. If you're watching on the live event site, exit the full screen and look beneath the video. Click your answer and hit submit. Remember, if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, you can just sit back and see how your fellow walkers do. All right, you guys ready? Okay, we're here with question 1. How many miles is in a marathon? Is it 25.8, 31.1, or 26.2? Now, we walked over 2.6 million miles. I know we know this. Boom, that's right, 26.2. You guys rock. You rock. Okay, question number 2. Who's the fastest woman of all time? Is it Florence Griffith Joyner, Marion Jones, or Carmelita Jeter? Place close attention. She's running around me right now. Right now. That's how fast she is. All right, this was a tricky one. Right. Florence Griffith Joyner. Absolutely. All right. What's a decathlon? Is it a math problem, a highway in Europe, or a sporting event? Great job, guys. A sporting event, absolutely, absolutely. Did you guys get all of those right? Some of you all, somebody said a highway. Oh, okay, I thought somebody said a highway in Europe. We had 0% on that. Good, 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 good. I know you would get this really good. I knew this crew would be great job at this. Nice job, guys. Okay, now, it's time to make an exciting announcement that Laura told you about at the beginning of the ceremony. You remember? Absolutely, here it comes. We are so excited to announce that the Epilepsy Foundation will be hosting the inaugural Epicon. You know it? Yes, a stigma-busting convention that educates, celebrates, and empowers people living with epilepsy, helps them live their best lives. Absolutely. At this event, you'll be able to hear world-renowned experts, attend interactive sessions, explore the exhibit hall, and connect with others in the community. We really hope to see you there. For more information, it'll be coming to you very soon on your email. Don't worry about it. We got you. Get excited, because I'm excited. I hope everybody can attend. I'm so excited about that. That is huge news. Okay. Thank you to everyone. I want to say thank you to everyone. This has been such a great experience, the first ceremony and now the last ceremony. I'm just so grateful to Epilepsy Foundation for having me, and I want to say a thank you to everyone who joined us for this closing ceremony in the Walk to End Epilepsy. And thank you to everyone who has been with us every single step of the way all month long. A special thank you to our sponsors and our supporters. And don't forget to check out our partners page on walktoendepilepsy.org. Don't forget to check that page out to learn about their important work. They're doing some great work over there. Now, one last update. One last update. We need to know where we are with this $1 million goal. We need to know. We're getting ready to get these numbers. They've been back here going crazy. I'm like, I need to know what we did. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We did it. We did it. Woo! $1 million. $1 million, guys. $1 million. Over 2.6 million miles walked, and you raised over $1 million. That's incredible. Christopher says thank you. Christopher says thanks. Thank you so much. You know what? We're going to keep this going. We're going to go over $1 million. I just got a word from Chris up above. We're at $1,200,000. I'm donating $200 right now. I'm challenging you to keep this going right now. So we're at $1,200,000 right now. You guys can keep this going. We're so grateful to each one of you. It's because of all of you working together that we're able to celebrate today. Remember, our walk isn't over. We're just getting started. So grab your shoes and get out there. Spread the word about epilepsy awareness. Before you go, we have one more special message for all of you. Let's watch.
Thank you to all who have participated. This has been amazing, and I want to offer a personal challenge that we keep sharing our stories because it goes a long way, and I will keep sharing mine. It has been an interesting road for me to share mine. It is one of the most vulnerable things for me to do, but I think it's very important that we do it. So thank you again to everybody who has done it, and let's keep it going.
Every step you take, every walk you make, every dollar you raise is going to help us in this fight for a better future for people with epilepsy through the research that we do. Again, thank you so much, and keep walking so that we can keep making the world a better place for people with epilepsy.
Thank you for everyone that has been walking and donating your time and your effort to the finding a cure for epilepsy. I greatly appreciate it. All of us, I'm going to continue to do my part the best that I can, and you continue to keep doing yours, and one day we will find a cure for epilepsy.
I wanted to say thank you guys for what you guys are doing. It's really helping the world, and y'all making the world a better place. Thank you guys so much.
I want to thank you, everyone who walked, everyone who donated it, every cent, every little thing you did meant so much. And let's keep going. Let's keep sharing. Let's keep this movement. We can do it together. And I can't wait for our future and what we will accomplish together.
We walk for Team T-Money and our friend Travis to end epilepsy.
Go Team Money!
Love you, Money!
I walk for Kyla and Allison's crew.
I will be running against epilepsy because we are already running against SUDEP from the bench to the bed. Also, I want to help to improve awareness on SUDEP.
To end epilepsy.
In support of all the families who are struggling with epilepsy. By walking, I am raising awareness about epilepsy and money for research which could one day save a life.
Let's walk or run to end epilepsy. For my daughter, Isla, who is 6, and all families impacted by epilepsy.
I walk to raise awareness, to raise funding for not just children, for adults, for the different types of epilepsy, the ones that are neurological, the ones that are genetic, the ones that are environmental, the ones that are caused by trauma. I walk for the doctors who, after giving a diagnosis, there are no resources in Western North Carolina. For them, a support group, or for the medications that are prescribed, and then the insurance companies don't pay for them. And we walk to raise money so that those patients can have access to that medication, can have access to that driver. Because if you're an adult, you don't have the availability to drive yourself to the hospital. I walk to raise awareness for legislation in the state of North Carolina so that we can pass laws that make sure that all teachers, people of public positions, people that are in realms of 1 to 26 people are certified and trained in seizures, so that if a student, a fellow coworker, or someone has a seizure, that they are also able to weather the storm, to be there for the calm. I walk so that we can find a cure.
We walk in memory of our nephew Brendan and for the 1 in 26.
I'm a neurologist and scientist who entered the field of epilepsy to study SUDEP. And I think my team and I are making important discoveries that will potentially prevent SUDEP in the future.
I support the Walk to End Epilepsy because walking is both fun and healthy, but it's also more fun to support people with epilepsy and to support the cause. Thank you all for participating and enjoy your walks.
This year, I had a one-day walk where I walked 10 times around a 2.5-mile loop. I was joined by nearly 150 people over the course of the day. Friends joined me virtually as well.
There you go, buddy.
I'm a
medical student and neuroscientist, and I walk to raise awareness for epilepsy research and find a way to prevent SUDEP.
Today I'm walking for my daughter Kyla, and I'm also walking for my friend's late son Connor and a family friend Lucas.
We walk to end epilepsy.